Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. What am I going to say to you? Friday. Happy Friday. It is an amazing, beautiful day in New York and wherever you are, even if it's raining, storming, whatever, wherever you are in the world, if it's nighttime, it's beautiful. This is a beautiful time to be alive. So today I want to talk to you about SEO, and a lot of people think of it as search engine optimization. I want you to consider this a little bit differently. The way I see SEO is search engine optimization. That means an engine is going to look to optimize maybe your website. I might be wrong in that. But what I want to talk to you about is optimizing something else. So I consider SEO as S for C, O, well, let's get to the E first. E, every. O, opportunity. So for me, SEO means search or see every opportunity. You can search for opportunities, you can see opportunities, but a lot of times we miss opportunities. So sometimes you just have to have your eyes wide open, your ears ready to listen, your senses, your spidey senses, if you will, to see every opportunity. Sometimes, yeah, we may be searching for every opportunity, but what happens is when we start searching for an opportunity, we may miss the opportunities that are right in front of us. So how is it that we can dive deep and find an opportunity? An opportunity could be anything. An opportunity can be anything that's either going to make you money, better connections, better relationships, better everything. And so sometimes you're somewhere and you don't know what opportunity is going to present itself. Sometimes, I'm going to be super honest, sometimes an opportunity presents itself, but the person presenting it missed the point. They did not know how to present it. And I want to tell you that no matter where I go, no matter whom I'm speaking with, I listen. I listen because they're going to say something that's going to resonate with my internal genius, if you will. You have it, I have it, we all have an internal genius living inside of us. It's brighter than Einstein. Einstein had a brighter genius inside of him. We all have it. If you believe that we are made like God, like Jesus Christ, and sometimes when you read the Bible, it's very confusing. And when you listen to preachers, it's also confusing because they're relating God and Jesus Christ in the same. And the question is, are they? Isn't Jesus Christ the Son of God? I don't want to get into religious aspects. I have my own religion. I get into it when I'm there. And sometimes I even have that question. Why are they making it seem like God is Jesus Christ. Isn't he the Son of God? Just saying. So even there, if we are made in his image, then we are brighter than we even give ourselves credit for. Why? Because if it is true that God created everything that we have, then we are geniuses if we are living like him. If we embody him, right? So consider search every opportunity or see every opportunity. I like to see opportunities. Therefore, sometimes, yeah, I may be looking for something, but I have my eyes open, my ears, my thumb, or actually my whole hands on the pulse of wherever I am. And like I said, sometimes you may see an opportunity and it's no good. It stinks. It's terrible until someone else shines a different light on it. Have you ever been somewhere where you see something from your point of view, but then all of a sudden you move maybe 10 feet over, or you go a little bit over to the left, or you move back, or you move forward, and all of a sudden you see it differently? Well, that's what seeing every opportunity is about. So I was introduced to bank. Bank is a very interesting concept, and we've known it all along. You may do it, you just don't realize you're doing it. But instead of recreating something or trying to figure it out for yourself, what if there is a system that already has it? So bank, that's what I want to talk to you about. Not only bank, but I want to talk to you about so many different things. So I'm going to put this up here is know your code. So imagine we are all born with a code. What makes us tick? You know, somebody who's always late or somebody who's very early, they have different ways of thinking and of doing things. Somebody who needs to think about things over, they need to analyze it more. They're more like Spock, if you will, or they're more like a judge. They enforce the rules like a police officer, an accountant. Don't get me wrong, accountants sometimes don't follow the rules and they break the rules. So because they embezzle sometimes. They take money from the business that's supposed to be helping. So people who are con artists, compared to somebody who's very straightforward, like a judge, a lawyer, depends on the lawyer, of course. Do you have scruples? Don't have scruples? Are you very family oriented, or you really don't care? You rather be alone than with people. So these are all the different things that make us who we are. But the beautiful thing about this is that we can, if we see the opportunity correctly, we can change how we see things. So here's an example. A child usually is told, don't touch the stove, it's hot. And we all know what a child wants to do. A child wants to touch it because they don't believe it. So they're analyzed. Maybe they look at it and it looks hot, but they need to test it. So a lot of times they'll put their hand on it and woof, or they'll put their hand over it, right? Hover over, like, oh, they feel the heat. They're like, oh, if I touch it, I might get burnt. So that if they analyze it, they didn't touch it. But it's a different personality who's going to go, I don't believe you, and they touch it right away, and boom, they get burned. So it's the personality of how we act when we've been warned, don't touch it, it's hot. Yet, some of us don't believe, and we just instinctively, we go, you're full of it. Boom, touch it, burn ourselves. Somebody goes, you ever see the signs? Don't go swimming, it's dangerous. Meanwhile, you see the sign and you see kids in it, right? Because they didn't believe. How about when you are on the highway and the speed limit is 55 or 65, and you have people who are going 1 mile lower, like per speed, right? So they're going 64 miles an hour if it's 65, or 54 miles an hour if it's 55. Why? Because they don't want to break it. They don't want to break the record. They don't want to not break the record. They don't want to go over the speed limit because they have to follow the rules. And then you have people who are looking at it, 55, that means 75 for me, or 65, that means 85 for me. So everybody has a different way of looking at things. So opportunity, when I was first presented with this whole thing, the code, right? So know your code. When I was first presented with it, me and 56 other people were like, that's nonsense. That's not for us. Why? Because we were not truly shown the potential of what it is. So one of the potentials about knowing your code is that you get to know why people buy more. Why do they buy more? Why do they buy? Why does somebody buy? Is it a want or is it a need? I had 2 clients recently. One hired me and paid me a lot of money because they wanted something. It was a luxury for them. Great. And they were super satisfied with what I offered them, that they want me to do more. They want more of what I can deliver. They had not a problem paying me because it was a want. Then I had another client who had a need, yet they had a thing, and they paid me less because it was less work. They paid me less, yet it was hard for them to give me the money. It was not that, listen, I never want to put anybody out, but it was a bigger struggle for them. Let's put it that way. They had to really think. It wasn't a want, it was a need. They needed this. They had to have it because it was a need. Yet they paid me. And they're happy. Because I would never take money from somebody if they were not going to be happy at the end. They're thrilled. And they've thanked me over and over and over again because they knew had they gone with someone else, they would not have gotten the quality of work that I would have given them. So, do we sell to someone the same way? No. Everybody's different. Somebody wants it. It's a want. It's going to make them feel good. It's excitement for them. So we sell to them a little differently. Somebody who wants it, it's easy sell. Somebody who needs it can do it cheaper. They can find it cheaper. But then when you know how to make them spend more, is because of guarantees. Like I guarantee my work, always. So I made them feel that if they went with me, not only would they be satisfied with their their need, but there was a blanket of security, if you will, around what I did for them. And that's how I was able to sell them what they needed, compared to me telling them or trying to sell them because I would imagine that they wanted it. So the one thing that they needed to hear is that it was a satisfaction guaranteed. And not only satisfaction guaranteed, but satisfaction for life. That if anything ever went wrong with the work I did, I would come back and fix it for free. For free. So they had a guarantee, and that's what made them realize that if they went with me compared to someone else, no one else was giving them the guarantee. So I made them feel safe. See, if I didn't have the bank code, how would I be able to sell each person? One wanted it because it was a want. The other because it was a need. But don't get me wrong. I did not manipulate them at all to purchase. I still left it up to them. I said to them, and both of them, you don't have to go with my service. There's plenty of people out there who can do this. But I satisfied something for them. I did. And that's where bank code comes in. This is where finally I met the person who not only wrote this book, but created this whole system called BANK, right? BANK. It's not about the person, it's about their personality. So think of it. It's nothing personal. It's based on personality. So don't be offended if somebody didn't buy from you. Find out how you can talk to them so they will buy from you. I have sold more since I started taking this on, but also I've made better connections because I now know how to communicate with these people. And guess what? Not only did I sell them, but now I have their trust, which is huge when you sell something. Huge. So, guess what? Not only do I have their trust, but I have their commitment that they will refer me to other people. Because I was not a pushy salesperson to either one. I always let them know, ultimately, it's your decision. I want you to be happy with your decision. Both clients, one was a want, the other one was a need, profusely thanked me. I mean, thanked me so much with several texts, several one-on-ones, communication, back and forth, so many times. I'm like, really, it's really my pleasure to be able to help you. One was help you with your want, and the other one was help you with your need. So can you see what you can accomplish if you can understand how certain people think or what's their DNA? Think about it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you understand that every opportunity presented to you is not one that you must take. And that's also my tip for you today. just because it sounds like a great opportunity, sometimes we have to do our due diligence and find out, is it? Because the first time I was presented with bank, I did not buy. But when I met the most incredible person I've met in a long time, who keeps impressing me every time I speak to them or I hear them speak, I'm listening, I'm watching what they're doing, I'm impressed. And I'm not easily impressed by people, to be honest with you, because I believe that we're all here for a purpose. And when this person kind of was in alignment with my purpose, that's what was impressive to me. So, Cherry Tree, you are an impressive human being. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your team. I am blessed. So, see every opportunity, because like I said, the first time I did not see the opportunity and I did not take action. But when I saw it again from a different point of view, a different perspective, boom, I jumped on right away. I did not hesitate. I was in. And it's probably one of the best decisions I've made in an extremely long time. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you. By the way, I just want to share with you that Wednesdays, I'm no longer doing this show because I'm going to be doing the S.E.O show with my new co-host, Nikki Gangemi, and she is amazing. So please come and join us. It's every other Wednesday that I will be with her. So on Wednesdays, I will do this show. It's going to be every other Wednesday for this show. So with her, I'm going to be doing the first and the third Wednesday every month. And so the second and the fourth Wednesdays, I'll be on this show, and probably the fifth Wednesday, right? If there is a fifth Wednesday during that month. So thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Have yourself an exceptional, and beautiful Friday. See you soon.